But if he is not ready, he will say that like it's not his type. He
So how
wants
how
maybe,
how do you know
I
that
don't
you
know.
how do you know that you are ready? How do you know that? I don't know. People say that a
Mm,
lot, but I cannot understand. How do you know that
I
you are
think
ready?
it's just a mindset.
Mindset?
Like yes, in your head, if you are ready to live with someone to support him, I think that means you are ready.
Mm-hmm. So it's in the
Even
mind.
if you don't have money or
Mm-hmm.
yes, that means you are ready for marriage. So you will find money to get married.
Okay. 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 Interesting. So it's in the mind, and if you think that you're ready, it means you are ready. Okay. Just one day I will decide that I'm ready, and then I will be ready. So.
Okay.
Uh, all right. I don't think more people are coming today again, so we can just continue our discussion.
Mm,
So last time, you were not here. We were talking about digital transformation and intelligence transformation. So we talk about the importance of. Before talking about importance, we even did some basics. Maybe I don't know if you had enough time. You watched the movie. I mean, the recording on YouTube, but in case you weren't, it's okay. So we talk about the basics of digital technologies and digital system, and then we further talk about digital transformation, and later we talk about the benefits and also the coming wave of I mean the evolution of digital transformation, what happened before the digital era and where are we now, and then we close with AI. It was very interesting topic, but we couldn't finish all of it, and we stopped there. So today we are probably going to complete this part, which is about uh, AI and I mean intelligence transformation and digital transformation for countries, organization, and maybe for individual. So how it is happening? Why is it important? What should we do about it? And what is maybe the good or the bad way to do it? So that's what we're going to talk about today. Are we okay?
okay, okay.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. So maybe let's quickly jump into the question. So, the question number seven. Well, the question here is for AIs and intelligent stuff. There was a very how to say that, a very strong discussion on it. I mean, it was very tense. Tense meaning that we couldn't reach one conclusion, but at the end, I guess people just give up their their viewpoint and then surrender to reality. So anyway, so about the question number seven here. So what companies and nowadays, especially currently, like big organization in countries, even small organization, right, are trying to study and try to use AI in their day-to-day work or life. So what do you think about it? I think even a country like very like very far behind in technological adoption, like Mali. Even here, people are talking about it. Even the government are thinking about it. I don't know if they are doing it in the right way, but you have they are talking about University of whatever AI something, and they are also sending students to study AIs and more other stuff. So even our country is thinking about it. So what do you think about the interest of big corporation and countries or governments in AI adoption and integration? I mean, what's By what do you think about it? I mean, what do you know about it? The news, or the good and bad, or the benefit of it? Yeah, go ahead. What was it?
I think that is important
Important.
to study AI, even if you are not ready yet.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we want to get ready, we have to know what is AI first. So we have to study it. So I think, but we have to study it in the best way,
Mm.
not just to, I don't know, to study it just because it is uh, it is other country are doing the same, or to use it in the best way. So I think that yes, we should study it even if we are not ready for it. Maybe it can help us to be ready.
Yeah, sure enough. Sure enough. That's fair. We should study it and also be ready. Maybe throughout that we will know if how to handle it or how to do it in the right way. But as you also pointed out, uh, should not be doing it because other people are doing it. But to me, I think they are doing it because other people are doing it. I don't think I don't think most countries are doing it in the right way. And I think there is also a lot of things that they will not necessarily good do in do like in the right possible way, in the best possible way. I mean, so there is a lot to watch out there. But your point is fair enough. Thank you so much, Maiga. And I said no, Maiga. Makalu and Mr. Sise, welcome. So, Diallo, what do you think about question number 7? Countries and companies' interest in AI. So it's two things, right? Countries is one thing, companies is another thing. Companies are big enterprises or even small enterprise, but for-profit businesses, and countries are big government, and I don't know. So they have different approach, but all of them are watching, watching it. So what do you think, Mr. Cisse, Mr. Makalu, and Boubacar? Any news around this topic? So the silence maybe mean that you have no idea, right? Uh, you didn't
No, no,
receive.
yes, I've got some.
Okay.
Okay, okay, very, very good. Uh, yes, nowadays we got a company, we got a country where we're investing in AI. Just, but unfortunately, I don't know if I've been seeing this. I've been seeing it somewhere, but after African people, that is the unfortunately sad for us. We're gonna be only watch people gonna use it to make it like I don't know more efficient for African country. That is the saddest part for African country because we know that the big company like a Facebook, like X, Elon Musk company, and so on. Like they are really investing money. They're studying it because I don't know. It's nowadays vibe. I can say nowadays vibe in technology. Even for now, technology people, now everyone use AI. If you are, maybe you're simple users, maybe if you are kind of AI engineer, work creating model, but anyway, we all are using AI. But for example, like I said, for African country, but not all African country, because we got a country like Rwanda. South Africa. I don't remember the CEO of the company, but the guy is also doing great job with the AI thing. I think he worked at Google. I don't remember the name. Maybe I will check. I will share with you the name of the guy. So that is the saddest part. Like they are really doing an amazing thing with AI. They go in with a lot of thing, a lot of fear. These things. So thank you. That was the little thing I would just want to say. Not
Yeah.
to add.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. You bring up some news, let's say, about African countries and talk about the big and mega corporation. I think when you're talking about AI integration or AI adoption for the big, I mean, for the mega corporation, like it's trivial. I mean, because they are the one building it. Because there is two things here. They are like one side are building the like AI system or all the technology surrounding AI, and the other part, the second half is, or the second one is the adoption part. So when you talk about company like Meta or like XAI or X or whatever, those guys are the AI builder, right? So like for them, it's really trivial. It's obvious. And on the other side, so you have the integrator or the guy that are doing the AI adoption. So that is all the other company that are not necessarily building their own AI stuff. So also the countries. So that's very interesting. I think you were talking about the Zimbabwean guy. It's from Zimbabwe, I guess. It's a, I don't know, an old. He looked like an. Actually, he's old now. I guess he worked at Google. I guess, and
Yeah,
he used to talk about.
yes,
Currently, he's very interested
yeah,
in
that's the guy.
how Africa can
Yeah,
benefit from AI because he was leading
yeah,
AI
yeah,
effort at Google.
yes.
Yeah.
That's the
Yes.
guy was. I
Yeah,
just want to talk
I think there is also
Zimbabwe.
another one also in Senegal, where I forgot about his name. Although I know his name,
Yeah.
Mustafa something. It should be Mustafa Cisse, or it's also should be also Cisse, I guess. If it's not
Ah,
Mustafa,
okay, that's a big news.
it is Tijan Cisse. So he's a Senegalese guy. I think he also worked at Google or somewhere like this, and he was driving AI adoption in Senegal and also in Francophone Africa because like he believed that there is a lot of good in it. And yes, so there is a lot of like movement around AI, especially for Africa, but most of them are not real. Let's be fair on that. So anyway, okay, thank you so much. Bubakar or Mr. Makalu, do you want to add something on this one? What do you think about countries' interest and plan to integrate AI, countries and company, both of them, right?
Okay, Amazon. For me, when country or a company try to study AI, I think it is a good thing because for us, these AI are a new technology, and here that did not develop it. If the company or a country or our country try to study and integrate it, there can be a benefit. Uh, for example, it can how I can say that it can be a benefit and a better how I can say it can have a better service uh, in a lot of area in healthcare, education, telecom, so on, and it can reduce the cost of we can have an cost reduction too, and and we can have a new innovation too. But there are here when we didn't take care of the change job, we can have a little risk because we and we when the company integrate AI, I think some posts can be removed, and if you didn't take care of this or you don't take care of the change job, I think you can lose your job too. It is all for me. I don't know
Yeah.
if you get my point.
Yes, yes, definitely. We got your point, Jallo. You bring up a very interesting part. Uh, the benefits of the countries and companies can benefit from it. Cost reduction, performance, better services, and more money for the company. But also the
Yeah.
downside, the consequences you talk about. Maybe the job that will be replaced or the new employee that they will no longer hire will also be a big issue for the economy or the society. So we should have a very I mean very well organized policy to manage those situations, and most people are not talking about it. These kind of discussion are happening where there is AI development. I mean, for example, United States, right? Because those they are creating the AI, so they are really, really thinking about what will happen if this system can do the work of a normal person or a normal employee. What will we do? But we, the other countries, we are not the builder of or the creator of this system. We are just the user. So I don't necessarily think that our countries will be having a very good enough policy in place to manage this kind of issue. But maybe we can be hopeful. But the reality is that we are not ready. We don't have any plan yet. So, but it's coming faster than most people think, because I know many big corporation here that are either thinking or are already integrating AI, and it's going to create a big a big unequilibrium in the system. So, but anyway, thank you so much for this. Maybe I would quickly complete, or Mr. Makalo, would you like to say something? No? Okay. So maybe I will just repeat the same thing that Jallo said, but the reason why I said I write study and integrate is as I guess it is Arama, right? Okay, yes, Makalu, you can go ahead.
Okay, okay. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Uh,
Hello, hello.
uh, about our question, I think uh, AI is now one of the things which is very necessary and inevitable, and because uh, companies and countries are looking for the success, and that is what they must study and trying they must study and integrate AI into their workflow. And AI can give there some a lot of positive points like productivity gains. That means AI automate repetitive tasks. AI can do AI can repeat the process even if uh, Like even if there is no one to, how to say, uh, how to say, uh, it can allow people to focus on higher value work, and AI can give us public service improvement, like in healthcare, education, transport, and telecom. AI can improve quality and access, and companies and country are increasingly studying and integrate AI into their workflow because it represents a major driver of economic growth. If there are competition between them, they have to be fast and intelligent, and also AI can, how to say, and also AI integration and in the workflow is inevitable. It depends on responsible use, continuous skill, and a balanced collaboration between between human intelligence and artificial intelligence. Uh, that's all for my point about discussion.
All right, Mr. Makalu, thank you so much for this point.
Mm,
That was really great, really,
mm,
really great. Okay, so as you said, so AI is the current big shift. It's the current driver of economic growth or business development or any type of growth that we can imagine in terms of productivity, in terms of efficiency, in terms of speeds, and in terms of, I mean, increase in every positive possible ways. But like as I said, there is different things here. So we have the companies, and in companies you have two categories. You have the guy that are building the AI systems or the AI technologies, and you are the other guy that are just using them, right? And there are just a few number of companies that are building them, fewer than 20, by the way. Okay, that may be crazy. At least the biggest player, the most dominant one, are fewer than 20. And you have other 10,000 or millions companies that are integrating or using those technology. For example, I what I mean by that, one analogy to this is much like the phone, right? You have only like 5 or 10 biggest smartphone manufacturer, right? Apple, now Google, Samsung, and like the Chinese guys, Huawei, Techno stuff, Xiaomi, whatever, and you have like less than 10 or like 20 biggest player or builder, and you have like billions of users, right? So, so the same thing is happening also in AI. So for companies there is two sides, but for countries there is no country that is building the AI. There are countries where the AI is getting big, okay, but no government has real AI stuff that they are working on. They are also like consumer of AI, so that's also another part. For the companies, one thing to remember is that the companies operate on like a certain principle. One of the most important principle of company or every company in in the world is they focus on two graph, okay, two curve. I mean two graph. The first one is the growth, okay, the productivity growth or the money growth or everything growth, right? They focus on increasing value in revenue. It's- we can resume to revenue, okay, increase in revenue. every company makes sure that they are increasing their revenue over time. And the second one is the second graph is cost, okay? Spending on cost. It doesn't matter how you want to call it. And every company also has like an ultimate objective to decrease the cost or the spending over time. So increase revenue and decrease cost. So what AI is going to do? The AIs are like worker technology. It's the first technology that will really do the work. Before AIs, we have technology that were tools, okay? Computer, smartphone, hammer, shovel, your car, whatever. Well, all just tools. But now we have you have intelligence built-in technology that can really do actual work. Okay, so that will allow the companies to like increase the first curve, which is productivity and revenue, and also decrease the revenue. I mean the spending, because you will need less people, less devices, or maybe less processes, right? Fewer processes, high speed. You will go faster. Also, going faster also mean that you are going to somehow decrease the spending or the cost. So, like for the companies, it's a natural move. By natural move, I mean someone said it is like unimaginable to say that companies are not going to integrate. So they are really going to do that. It's the next natural move for them. Now, for the countries, I don't think countries just want to do this for strategic movement or strategic planning. Otherwise, there is no direct benefit for the countries. By countries, I mean the governments to integrate AI. Right, digital transformation they really need it. But AI is not too pressing for the countries. But if a country want to be innovative, they can integrate AI. But the question is, how would the country integrate AI? Building AI for themselves or spying on people? By spying, I mean doing espionage using AI on their citizens, or do what? Do AI research? What government will build AI research? At least few government, maybe Chinese and the American, but most government doesn't care about those kind of things. But for me, the government there is not much to do about AI. They can encourage AI. Okay, they can help organize and help encourage AI initiative. I mean, the companies that are integrating or building AI, so the state can come up with good uh, governments regulation and policies to help them do that better, faster, cheaper, in the best possible ways. And maybe they can contribute to building AI talents by like integrating AI like specialties discipline into the school system, or like help even the small kid, I mean from the kindergarten to the fundamental schools to integrate AI in education. So countries can do that, but otherwise I don't necessarily see any special benefit for countries, for example integrating it into the armies or what finance. But beside all these, there is benefit for AI anyway for all type of organization. But for the individual, okay, AIs will give the power to the powerful. Okay, that's what AI is going to do. But it's probably going to take power away from the less powerful, because you have to be powerful to benefit something like AI. Because if you already have a ready infrastructure or a ready organization or a ready, a platform or whatever that can integrate AI, or a ready business workflow that can integrate AI, you're going to be 10 times better. Okay, but if you don't have that, which is most normal people, right? We don't have anything like this. We just have jobs or professional occupation and finish. It will not necessarily benefit you, especially not directly. Indirectly, it can benefit you because, like, you're going to learn through AIs, and you're going to get other services from people that are already using AI, which are going to be better services. But for you as the individual yourself, if you don't have anything that can integrate AI, it will not benefit you enough. For example, like think about a network, I mean, a telecommunication network that self manage itself. which means that you will no longer need a telecom engineer to manage the network, right? So for the operator, this is the good news, right? Because he's going to make more money, better service, and also we also have, for example, even the healthcare enterprises. For all of them, it's going to boost their productivity. But to make it short, AI is going to give more power to the powerful, and for those who doesn't have enough power, so it's going to be really challenging. So that's it. And I don't also think that the countries can do much with AI. They can just set up policies to make AI integration and adoption for institution, I mean, and company easier. But for them, I don't see any direct benefit that they can take from AI. So this is my point of view about this question. So it's good and bad at the same time. The bad is going to be really bad, and the good are also going to be really, really good. And countries like us here, I don't think we are ready because our corporation are just going to integrate, and nobody care about the Abdullah or the Bubakar that are going to lose their job, and it's just their problem. So that's one of the biggest concern that I have right now. But you don't have to concern yourself with this kind of issue anyway. So move to question A. All right. Talking about question 8. So, is intelligence transformation possible without achieving first the digital transformation? That's what I wanted to talk about. Okay. Yes, Buwaka, go ahead.
Okay, for the question 8, is intelligent transformation possible without achieving first digital transformation?
Yeah.
For me, it's not possible,
Okay.
but because this is my point. Because for me, the digital transformation are the foundation of for the intelligent transformation,
Yeah.
because we can speak. Uh, it is hard to speak about intelligent transformation or uh, artificial intelligence without digitalization, because intelligent transformation need the data, needs a storage, and so on. For me, it is very hard, or it is not possible to do that.
Okay. So you said that in order to achieve digital intelligence transformation, you have to be digital ready first. You have to have
That's, yeah,
data in order to build on top of that data intelligent system. Yes, that's fair enough. Uh,
yes.
someone else want to give his idea on this point? Yes, Miss Maiga, you go.
Okay, like Bubakar said, if you want to use intelligent transformation, we have to first achieve digital transformation because intelligence, like an artificial intelligence, use digital tools. If you don't have data, you can't use intelligent artificial. And like our country Mali, we even don't have electricity. So uh, I don't think that we can use AI. We are so far from using AI. So we we should first uh, achieve digital transformation and after think about intelligence transformation.
Okay, that's fair enough. But this is somewhat, how do you say that? It took away uh, my hope, or at least the hope of anyone on AI, because, like, if we are not ready, and if there is all these benefits, so are we going to lose on those on those benefits? Should we first do the digital transformation? Are we even ready for the digital transformation? That's maybe a good question, because you talk about electricity, right? Because also, to achieve digital transformation, you have to have the electricity, right? And vehicle that is missing. So how are we going to deal with that? It's a big concern, right? Mr. Makalu and Cisse, would you like to give some idea on this point? Or?
Okay,
Uh, okay, Mr. Mogari, go ahead.
okay. About this discussion, I think digital transformation is the first step. Like is when to start generate an AI. In practice, organization must first become digital before they can become intelligent. For example, if if there are a company that uses all all its informations uh, on paper, they cannot apply uh, intelligence in their workflow. But after they digitalize their their information, they can apply you AI. So I think artificial intelligence transformation is not possible uh, without digital transformation, and that's all for my point.
Okay, that's wonderful. So you said the organization that are working with paper doesn't have a chance here. Okay,
Yeah,
that's crazy. So, like, I mean, 90% of organization in our country like run on paper, right? So they are all also going to miss the AI transformation. That's another story. Mr. Cisse, would you like to say something? Or is it
Mm, mm, yeah, yes.
okay?
But just repeat
Okay.
what Mrs. Mega said, maybe Bubakar. I'm not just repeat the same thing. For me, I kind of need the data. If there is no data, there is no transformation, no digital thing. Because like the body is the internet. It should get information from the users. If the users are not connected, if they're not connected, the AI or the intelligent transformation cannot have data. So the data is kind of the basis. An example I can take nowadays, like you said, even in the healthcare field, people are using kind of the intelligent transformation to make easy the healthcare field. Nowadays, with AI, since they've got an electromedical record for the kind of for the ancient patient, they've got their electromedical record, and from that they can make diagnosis. They can make predictive, and so on. So I just want to say, if there is no data, there is no infrastructure, there are no servers. There would be no kind of sorry for that. Also, are you still here?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah. We are here.
okay.
Okay, great.
Uh, I was saying, okay,
Yes, continue.
you can go ahead.
Continue,
I
Mr.
was
Peter.
saying about the electrical field because we got a maybe United States. In their privacy, like they say, in their privacy, field, they've got the document about the political, maybe it's passing. And now with AI, they can predict maybe, I don't know, from maybe in 10 years, what the patient disease is going to be with the AI because they've got I don't know, some system in the internet right now. So every patient is kind of like personalized, maybe in the electronic world. So they've got their name, their everything. So what is the state of their sickness and everything with the AI, and now we make it really easy for them to kind of predict for the diagnosis and so on. So like I said, since there's no data, there is no infrastructure, yes, there will not be any transformation stuff without those kind of things. Mhm.
Okay, that's great. So we all come back to the same point. So without no data, there is no AI or no intelligence transformation. So you got to have the data first, or you have to have an infrastructure, a digital infrastructure in place that is ready to integrate AI system or AI technologies, and which is really critical. But like we can all like witness that we currently don't have that here in our country. In our country, but I think you guys are going to be one of the major player in that. So like maybe you are going to drive those transformation and make things go faster. So for a quick insight, so this is some data from Stanford University about AI index. So they talk about like what is needed to achieve AI, about countries' readiness, and like countries, different countries' positioning. So there is multiple charts here, and also about AI language model, especially so that currently most people are just focused on generative AI. So they are talking about AI. I mean AI model performance. Uh, but some of the most important are, for example, here. I guess this one is talking about uh, education in terms of how do you say that? In terms of skill, okay, skill readiness of population or like the citizen uh, to be able to use AI or to develop AI system, right? So basically, you can say the talent pool. Okay, so this is classified by countries who has like CSS mean computer science mandatory education on every level, from kindergarten, or you can say from K1 to K12. K1 meaning like fundamental school, okay, up to high school and up to university. So this is classified. This data came from like 2024 report. So as you can see, Mali is classified as a country with no CS education. So maybe it can be surprising to you because probably you come from something related to CS. But I think this is fair enough. I think it's a fair report because we really don't have like computer science education. Maybe we have something called telecommunication, but it's not really computer science. And even people that are doing computer science, they are missing a lot of things. But anyway, we are classified as just country with no says strong background. So you have other countries here. China has an elective course of computer science everywhere. United States there is some school and some district, and other countries are classified accordingly. So most of our neighboring countries also are in the same situation as us. So even on education side, there is a big gap we should be closing. So this one also is from Oxford this time. AI government AI readiness. So this is mainly about it's a report you can download and read more about it if you're interested. So this is more about how ready are the countries or the governments in terms of AI. So let me try to look for Mali here, and we will see about like our readiness. So this is a chart that talk about how ready we are in terms of AI. So you have different parameter or KPIs about policy capacity. Policy mean like capacité de la politique, okay, ou les régulations. This is AI infrastructure, okay. We have for policy we have four over 100. That's crazy, okay? One of the lowest, by the way. And this is for the AI infrastructure, 28. For governance, it's 28 also. Public sector adoption, 26. Development and diffusion. Development and diffusion mean like, do we have like a local AI build there? And are we having a policy that allow other people, even if they are not technical, to integrate and use AI? So this is 20 here. The resilience of the country, I guess, this is 16. And in total, we have 22 over 100. So this means that we are not ready. Okay, this is the chart and all the stuff. So this is data quality because we were talking about digital or data. Okay, so this is data quality is 49. Other stuff. Okay, and you can see that we need more work to achieve a lot. So also here, this chart you can compare with other countries in case you want to compare with some African countries or why this is not displaying correctly. You can compare with Sub-Saharan African. You can compare with other countries to get a clear insight. Okay, I don't know where is these countries. So maybe you should not be comparing us to America, right? So you can see the chart here. Let's go to a country like France. Where is France? Burkina Faso. Yes, we are on the same scale logically. Any question? Yes. Burkina Faso is much much better than us, right? So they have 28. We have 22. And United States is 87. You can compare other countries. Nigeria, 47, much much better. Okay, anyway, so this is just to give you some insight as we are talking about data and AI stuff. So you can watch them later to read more about it. And yeah, so let's come back to our question again. Anyone have any question? Yes, Mr. Cc.
I just wanna kind of doubt. Yesterday I've been seeing something on maybe on Mohammed Taraweeh's statue.
Yeah.
It was the really interesting one. It was on X something saying that there are people now self-made billionaire have been made the billion based on AI.
Yeah.
Just a young man, maybe I don't know if I remember well, like, under 30 years old. I don't know if that is the exact information, but those guys they've been made their first billion in AI. Unfortunately, but that is a sad thing for us. Look
Why
at
is it
Bill
sad
Gates.
for us? I don't know.
All it doesn't is sad news. Is maybe going to be the way out for us is to have a good before your 30s, maybe your 20s. So I don't know.
You would you like to be a
There's like
billionaire before you're 30?
yeah,
You
that
can
is
give
the
it a try. You can give it a
thing.
try.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying.
You're trying.
I'm on the road. I will make it.
Okay.
Okay, I can assume that is the purpose for most of us to be a billionaire, right?
It depends, but sounds like a good thing. But it depends on it depends on personal preference.
For
Come
what?
on, my guy, billion is a lot, right? I think you should start aiming at million first. So, okay, billion is really really exceptional, especially if it is in dollar.
Yes, I don't know. I don't know programmation thing, language thing. That is the end point. That is the end point. Billionaire. That is the end point. Now there's the beginning. That is the end point. Being billionaire. That is the end. And yeah, yes, I have to be maybe rich, and after being big millionaire, after being
Yeah, yes, yes.
a
So
billionaire.
somehow it is the destination, right?
Exactly.
Not the starting point.
Yeah, that is the
Yeah.
destination. Yeah, the final point.
Okay, okay. Okay, but I think you have the possibility, right? Because those guys that are becoming billionaire, like they have nothing like radically different from whatever you have. Maybe they are like more disciplined, work hard. Some of them are
Yeah,
lucky, and they happen to be also in the
yeah,
right place at the right moment, but working on the right
yeah,
things. But it takes a lot of things
yeah,
to get right before you get your billion or before you get famous. But I think it's a good
yeah,
news, not a bad news, especially for the young people. It means that you're no longer needing to wait until you get 50 years to become rich if you really wanted to be really, really
yeah,
rich. So you can find your way out to get your billion. But I think this is good. Yes, for this point is very important. Maybe we didn't talk about it, but that's why we were saying about the countries and organization. So from since after ChatGPT release in 2022, there have been a lot of investment in AI companies and AI startup. So every day you hear like there is a like $1 billion investment in some AI company everywhere. Google, Meta, Anthropic, whatever, Perplexity, Scale AI, whatever. All the new one, the old one, all of them are getting millions, 500 million investment, billion investment, 10 billion investment. Some of them even are doing like 100 billion investment. This is insane amount of money, right? And they are like extending like especially currently they are building AI infrastructure, right? By AI infrastructure, I mean the electricity, energy generation, because like you need like a crazy amount of energy, electrical energy to run this AI workload, and also the infrastructure. I mean the compute layer, the compute infrastructure. So that's where the NVIDIA comes in because like you can see from last year to this year, NVIDIA happened to be the richest company worldwide, number one rich company. That they just achieved this last year to this year. Before that, they were in like top five or top 10, not even in top five, but they get to the top very quickly because they have a monopoly on AI compute. But I think all these are like infrastructure stuff, so there is a lot of investment in that. So if you will not even dream of someone giving you $1 billion here in Mali to do whatever in AI, right? But you can come up with your own plan, and if you can attract some investment. But like it's crazy difficult. Come on. Uh, but I think overall it's a good thing. It will also show that there is a lot of interest in AI. So even if it goes wrong. I mean, even if it doesn't work, that's what most people are saying, because like even in United States, when the economists do the analysis, they will say that all the economic growth that happened in United States this year is only based on AI investment. So like their economy is doing well because there've been a lot of massive investment in AI. AI companies, and that's also driving the whole country economic growth. So it's a good thing for them, and maybe I don't know whatever again. So it's a good business now, but it's a really complicated one, and it's much easier to lose money than to make money. Yeah, no. And yeah, that's it. So if you think that you are really smart and you can do come up with a great AI, I don't know, AI model or AI service or AI solution, people will be very excited, and maybe you will get some investment, and you are also going to start to touch your million, maybe not your billion, but some million.
Yeah.
But I think long term game, because this guy you saw, they didn't become like a billionaire overnight. Okay, they were doing it for 10 years, or like for the youngest of them it is 5 years, but they've been doing it for the last 10 years. So have to think about that also. All right. So is intelligence transformation possible without achieving digital transformation? Yes. So everyone said we need data. That's right. So we need data. We need infrastructure. One of the most important one nobody talk about is also the business. We need a business need for AI. Okay, because it costs a lot to build this AI solution, right? For companies to work like OpenAI, like it took them billions, like I think every month they spend something around 5 to 10 billion just to run their infrastructure, right? Spending, as I said in the beginning, like every company, their goal is to reduce the spending, but for these kind of company, their spending keep increasing, and the first goal is to increase the revenue. The second is to decrease the spending, but the revenue is not increasing as fast as the spending. So that's a big economic issue there, but it's not my problem to fix it. It's their problem to fix that. But anyway, to build these whatever AI solution, there have to be a business need. You cannot just say AI is the sexiest or the hottest field now, so I will just do whatever AI. It doesn't make sense. There have to be a business need. You have to your AI solution or service or model has to have a problem that it is solving, and it have to be a very original one. And if that's right, so it makes sense to build an AI solution or AI service to do that. So that's important. Data is important. Energy is also important, and plus business need, as I said. So if we have those one, it will be good for us, because this is a unique transformation. Even countries like European countries, even those countries are also struggling to adopt AI because they are not able to develop, and it's moving fast for them to integrate into the workflow. Some of them are like doing it right, but most of them are also lagging behind, much like Africa here. So we are not alone, okay? But the other interesting is the I mean the Middle Eastern country, the Arabic country. I mean, Abu Dhabi, the Dubai country, and uh, all the other Saudi Arabia especially. So these countries are doing great work. For example, I remember, I mean, from 2024 to 2025, Saudi Arabia was planning to invest $100 billion to build AI infrastructure for their countries. So, which is a huge investment, $100 billion. It's huge money. So they're also integrating it into their education system and their like governance, and they even I think even like Dubai, the city Dubai, the mayor or I don't know the prince or something decided this year to like make sure that they train how much, I don't know, I don't remember the exact number, but somewhere around 10,000 citizens in Dubai to teach them in AI like for free. So like a government founded AI sensibilization program to teach the Dubai citizen how to use AI. Okay, so those countries are new countries and they are very rich, so they are also very interested in AI adoption, and also China and US and those countries. Otherwise, all the other countries are just trying to to not be left out, but it's coming too fast for most of the countries. Okay, so we are not alone.
Being, yeah, yeah, I will say something.
Hmm.
It is okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
I've been one of those uncomfortable people. The contact in the lecture, there was a guy. His name was I don't know, Sari, Mr. Sari. There's been saying something really interesting about AI stuff for maybe for the next 10 years in Africa, especially in Mali. He said that maybe in the 10 years there will be no accountable people. So, on aura plus besoin de contact, quoi. It's something like this. Even said because now they use the AI stuff, we don't need any more. I don't know to calculate the bill, to calculate most of stuff because AI can do the job. And from that, I said that the people at maybe in France, maybe in Europe, and those people since they're good in mathematics, so we're gonna be invited with the white people who are kind of jobless because with the AI stuff too, they're gonna be jobless too. So they're gonna come maybe in Africa, and then we're gonna lose our job. What do you mean that? Even at that time, you have to be excellent person in your domain. You have to be really like kind of be really good in what you do. If you're not good enough, you're gonna take your place. It's not only about AI. Like we want to also talk about the AI cycle, maybe in Europe, in Asia, in everywhere in the world. So with AI stuff nowadays, people are kind of have to be really good at what they do, especially maybe we were talking about accountability people. There's a little thing that the guy just saying.
Yes, Mr. Sisi, this is a very interesting sharing. Okay, you bring up 2 points. So the first one I don't agree. The second one I strongly agree because I even think about this all the time. So the first one being that we will no longer need accountant. Okay, accountant or accountant. Um, I don't think so. I don't think necessarily. For example, uh, like all the time you have new technology that comes along, most people will say that we no longer need the old solution or the old method or the old practices. But not all the people change at the same time, right? So I think
Yes.
we will still have some of them, right? The capability will be there. Theoretically, we will not need any accountant or anyone that just do simple word processing or simple calculation or simple filling
Yeah, yeah,
documents, okay, which is most people
yeah, yeah.
nowadays. We will not need them
Yes,
theoretically, okay, but practically it is
yes,
difficult to replace all of them. Some of them will be replaced.
yes,
It will also depend on which company you work for. If your company really care about productivity, improvement, growth, you're going to have a really hard time. But if you have like you if you work in a company that doesn't care much about performance and efficiency, maybe maybe you will have some years remaining in your basket. Or if you work for the government, most
yes,
government doesn't care about efficiency. They just care about like making things work, but they don't care about efficiency. So those kind of job maybe will still be around in most places, but the capability will be there. For example, think about electric engine, right? So do you think most people would say if we have electric engine, we will need less gasoline engine, right? Which is true, but still we are using gasoline engine, right? And for example, you have smartphone now, okay, but most people are still using like old phone and much like computer, and you have all the other stuff. Even for example, talk about money, right? We have like Bitcoin now, which is better money. We will not go into that debate, but people are still using the old currency, old the old money stuff, So
Yes.
technically, there will be the solution or I mean, the capability, but the change will not be like rapid. It will take probably 50 years or even more than that.
Yes.
Okay. But
Right.
the second point, I really, really agree with that. All the time I think about it because all the guy that will be fired from like United States, France, UK, whatever other country, Africa probably would be the destination because we have still old job
Yes.
here. We still have old processes. We still doesn't integrate new technology. So here will be the destination for most of them. For those who would like to
Yes.
come, they're probably going to, flood in Africa, and the job market will be like disrupted because
That's
you will have to be really really good at what you're doing in order to for you
super.
to maintain your job. And this is even
Yes.
already happening, but not for Africa yet. For even those countries, United States especially, and European countries, because since AIs are coming, AI is already replacing jobs. So those people that are getting replaced, that job are being replaced, they are going to look for new job, and all the new jobs
Yes.
are now being offered to those experienced people, not to the new student or the young graduate that are coming
Yes.
out of university. So you graduate from even some university like Harvard or Stanford or MIT with your CS degree, but you don't have any job, which is crazy, which was unprecedented. Nothing like this happened before, right? And because why is this happening? Because they, yes, it's crazy for them. Because like uh, like the guy that are being replaced by AI are going to look for new job. So those new job are all the available job are being offered to those already experienced people. The new guy coming from university no longer have any opportunity for them. It's really tough for them now, and there is an ongoing like hot debate about how they are going to deal with it. So coming up to the conclusion, you said you will have to be really really good in the future where we are going. Like even in the current world, you need to be excellent at what you're doing in order to maintain your position and grow. But in the future, in the coming 10 to 20 years, you will need to be more than excellent. You will have to be really, really, I would say, extraordinary to in order to succeed in your field, because like other things will keep getting better, efficient, performance, productive, and improving. You have also to be that way. You cannot just stay in your current skill level, otherwise you're just going to die. I mean, at least you're going to watch the world move, and we live in a world. It's no longer country. Like this is Africa, we do things in our way. This is Europe, they do things in their way. No, we now live in an interconnected world. Okay, everything that happened in the United States directly or indirectly affects like countries in Africa and in Europe and Asia. Like the world is now interconnected, so you have to think in global level, in global scales, on international standard, not just on your local standard. So I think those will save most people, but it's really it will keep I mean keep increasing challenge. I mean we will keep we will be having like increasing challenges over time. Things are going to get easier on one hand and more difficult on the other hand also. So that was a great point. Thank you so much. Okay, let's quickly finish the last two questions. What are the benefits of AI transformation? So I think we already talked about that, but someone would like to quickly remind us about AI transformation benefit.
Um, that is the benefit. Can take the floor.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, for a benefit, just you would really make things very easy. People won't be need anymore. Maybe to spend I don't know more than 2 hours only just for some tiny papers. Maybe identity card. Because for people who don't know, there's sometimes you have to spend. You have to be there since around the 6 a.m. 6 a.m. the place and wait until they open the place. Sometimes they open at 9,
Yeah.
and maybe you spend the whole day there. Maybe sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't have it. That is only for official individual. I don't know how to say this in French, but it's just something that you got a lot of people. Now, if you really need it, just sometimes even I know a guy. He was in need of his ID card. I think he's paying, I don't know if I remember well, 25,000, 25 for having it. Like they say, there are VIP way, VIP way. For that, you have to pay more than 25,000, and then you can have it quickly. That is the difference. So for someone who paid the VIP way, you can have your ID card maybe in 2 weeks or 1 week. And if it is not the case, you can have it more than maybe 1 month, something like this. But that is something we have really to focus nowadays, maybe in Mali, because we were kind of really getting a lot of the stuff for the people who really know technology. Because when you saw the country, this something really, really sad for us. Really, really sad because it's not something good. Seems like this is very so one century. And we are doing the same thing again, the same thing with the traditional way, the traditional way. So that's so that's I get so very angry about the situation. I don't know what to do. But, and maybe I think that is gonna be some a new business world. Maybe speak to the government, maybe to digitalize this and that. Hey, they're gonna make things easy for them. And for the Aramaic context, now that's a good thing they've been doing it. Now you don't have to go for applying. You don't have to spend the whole day, maybe the whole like because I don't know if you know the people. I've been there once, and for the applying for the Aramaic you go maybe since 6 a.m. and then like they're gonna take your time, maybe like they're gonna take money from you. And so the little stuff they do them because you just wanna apply. And now it's just gonna be easy. You're gonna apply and you go. That is now only thing good that they've been doing. But they have to keep going. If there's gonna the same stuff, they have to do this with administration stuff from getting our paper. That would be really, really lovely of them if they do this too. So that is a little thing I want to just say about the digitalization thing about our staff. Yeah. Mm. So to say.
I think you bring up a very interesting, also a very a sad, like reality of our of our country. Maybe it was not necessarily AI transformation, but yes, it was about this digital transformation. So we talked about this last time. For example, you talk about fish individual, right? About the like ID card stuff. For me, I remember this was really sad story. It's make me like like it tired me up to death. Okay, because like I did more than like 10 times of like a go back and forth new like every day I have new appointment and you go and you come back and then you spend all the day doesn't go through you come back next day you go again like same struggle just for a piece of paper. And it's also inside the computer. It's already digital, but they will point it and just simple checking stuff. Like as you said, for someone coming from technology, when you see something like that, it really makes you sad, and it's sad. But so, like here, let's not think as a normal citizen. Let's think as engineer when you are an engineer and you encounter something that is not working in your domain of specialty, you find a way to make it work. Okay, so let's not just sit and look at it or wait for the government because the government are not just going to do it on purpose until they are forced to do it. Okay, maybe if there is new government coming, someone would say, okay, we're going to digitally transform all these things for their campaign so that we can vote for him. Otherwise, or there is like a catastrophic event that happens so that we cannot go out, so they will digitalize. Even that, I think, like here in Mali, they are not going to do that because some of these things already happen, right? For example, the fuel shortages, people were not able to go out. Did you hear any of these institutions said that okay, since you are having trouble to travel, we will provide you a digital solution. No, it doesn't happen, right? We just look at the problem and we suffer with it without coming up with any workable solution. So if you are an engineer, think about building a solution for it, not just sit and look at it or being sad. Otherwise, I think there is a lot of things that is not working. But the other point you also mentioned is that it's also a business. Like it is a business opportunity. Anytime something is not working, it's invite for someone to come and fix it. And if you are able to really fix it, it's become a business for you. So think about how you can monetize it. And in case there is no business need for it, just do it for the good of the people, for the public good. Okay, that's also possible. Do an open source project and find a way to gather good people around it and support you, and then make it get adopted. There is a lot of things that like this. Abubakar is here even when you go to the hospital. You being the patient, but you struggle with how to pay your bill to just get access to the treatment, and it's crazy. The process is just crazy. Come on. So this is just even digital transformation. So we are not even talking about AI transformation. So probably we will say that we are not ready for AI. So AI transformation doesn't make much sense here. We first need digital transformation, right? Okay, that's good. Someone want to talk about AI transformation? Maybe not necessarily in Mali, even if it's in general. I mean, international level. So Makalu, Maika, Abubakar, if you're not sleeping already. So 8:10 p.m. We should finish quickly. We are already sleeping. Okay. So let me try to quickly finish this part. And so the benefit for AI transformation are a lot. So we already talked about digital transformation. So I think AI would make everything go twice or 10 times faster, cheaper, better, and safer also. Okay, safer and smarter. Okay, f- faster, better, and cheaper was how the digital transformation. Okay, because when you digitally transform, for example, the ID card, request, as Mr. Cisse said, when you digitally transform it, like a student will just sit inside like his room or in his classroom and then just took his phone and request the document. Just a simple click. Okay, it doesn't need to go physically, and they will deliver the result when it's ready for to him, like in 3 days or one. Even if it's digital, it doesn't need to take 3 days because you automatically trade them and you send them back. Okay, so that will make things faster, easier, and better. So that is digital transformation. So now with AI transformation, it will make it smarter and safer. Okay, why smarter? Because like you have AI with knowledge, it's not just power or capability; it's also knowledge. So it will do it much smarter and much safer, which is really important. I think about something like self-driving car. Okay, most people are afraid of the self-driving car concept, but if you have a self-driving car in the circulation, a good enough traffic circulation, you will have less accidents. Okay, you will have less accidents, meaning less death per accident, meaning like a more safe and secure road. Okay, and you will have a smarter like traffic circulation. You no longer will have someone drunk on his car or on his truck and running into you in bus or something like this, right? So which will be really good for everyone. You will have, for example, why safer? Because like with AI into our pocket, so everyone becomes smarter in one way, because the IQ level of everyone will jump. If you don't know the answer to a question, or you don't know how to solve a given problem, you just prompt the AI and it will give you the solution. So I think as technology, generally speaking, it will make everything better, faster, smarter, cheaper, safer also. So that is good for everyone and for every organization. But the people that are really going to benefit from AI are the people with a solution, or people that want to solve a problem. So AI will help them solve that problem, or AI will help them build a better solution that they already have. So, meaning if you are like an entrepreneur or a businessman or someone with an idea, AI will really help you. But if you are just a simple employee, I think you are going to be competing with AI. You will not benefit from them enough. Okay. So better be someone with a problem that you are solving, or a solution that you are offering to someone, or a businessman or whatever, or someone with an idea, and use AI to help you like build that idea or that solution. So that would be the benefits of it. But like generally speaking, AI will be beneficial in every industry, from healthcare to agriculture to transport to like entertainment, and in everything now. And by the way, we are all using AI. So to remind you, if you are using whatever now, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Google, everything, even WhatsApp, they all integrate AI nowadays. So you don't need to go to ChatGPT to interact with AI today. So, last question: what are some challenges faced by organization in adopting AI? Everyone is tired. Someone to close this question. Question number 10. Question number 10.
Uh, uh, Question number 10.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. AI, sometimes AI transformation benefits economic challenges, success required planning, regulation, training, and responsible use. And another challenge is about AI is the
Mr. Makalu. Mr. Makalu, we cannot hear what you said if you are speaking. Can you repeat what you said, or try to go to leave and come back again? Leave the meeting and rejoin. Maybe that's how it fix the issue. Okay, so let me quickly close this point before Makalu Kemelo. Maybe Matu and Bubakar are either tired or sleeping. Otherwise, you can speak if you want to say something. So to me, as far as I know, most of the challenges that face that the organization are facing nowadays is mainly two. It's more than two, but mainly two. Okay, the infrastructure, the digital infrastructure, ready to onboard AI system or AI solution in order to boost their businesses or the work efficiency. And the number two is a skill gap. Okay, because like most people, most enterprises or organization, the employee skills are just simple digital word processing or software manipulation, right? Not really AI knowledge. So most of them doesn't have AI knowledge. By AI knowledge, I'm not talking about how to build a machine learning model from scratch, but here just how to like effectively use it in AI model. It can be like a language model, or it can be any other AI tool, for example, image generation or video generation, or just apply a simple machine learning model to do some statistical analysis, or those kind of things. So most enterprises doesn't have those kind of skills, plus the infrastructure, the digital infrastructure, they are lacking. So that's the two biggest challenges that are facing most organizations. The third one is the business business relevance or business validation. By business relevance, I mean you will hear a lot of big enterprise or big corporations saying that they are planning to integrate AI in their business workflow, but honestly speaking, they themselves doesn't know where they are really going to use this AI solution and what is going to be the real benefit compared to the cost of the solution adoption. So most enterprise fall into that category. Even I would say here in Mali, most of our companies that are talking about AI, they really don't know what to do with it. They want to use it, but they don't know where exactly, because when you compare the cost to the benefits, it really doesn't make sense. But since it is a hot topic, everyone wants to be like using it, so everyone is doing it. But most company doesn't have a business justification to use AI. So that's a big challenge for a lot of organization. So if you are like a new, I don't know, new employee or new talent coming in the AI discipline, make sure you understand also the business need for it so that you can help the organization you are going into. So plus skill, digital infrastructure or the infrastructure and the business need. So that those are the biggest challenges according to what I know as far as I can say. So regulation is also something, but that doesn't depend on the company itself. Yeah. Makalu, you are back. Would you like to add your idea and we will close?
Okay. I mean, AI, some challenges faced by organization when they're adopting AI. AI can demand a high cost. AI implementation requires investment in infrastructure, software, and also people must be trained on this, and dependency risk. Over-reliance on AI cloud reduces human judgment and creativity. AI transformation can can give organizations great benefit, but faces technical, organizational, and economic challenges, and also privacy concern. AI often uses sensitive personal or business data. So I think these points are how to say, adopting AI. We must know also at the background we have this point, and that's also for my point.
Yes, yes, that's fair enough for privacy concern, for the skill gap training and the costs of running or building the AI infrastructure or AI software or services. That's fair enough. That's what I said. So as far as I know, there are three biggest, which is business validation or economic economic proof, meaning that if you are going to really adopt AI, do you really think that you need it? And do you think that it's really going to solve a unique problem that without it, you are not going to be able to solve that problem in your business? If so, it makes sense. Otherwise, you need to think again. And for the skill gap, okay, for example, about the skill gap is your employee or your personnel need to know how AI system works, and they also need to be able to use them, meaning plus the judgment made by the AI system, especially the language model. They, as an employee or as an individual person, should really be able to also add the personal or human judgment in the loop in order to make the AI output more, I mean, more consumable or more exploitable in one sense. And plus the digital infrastructure. So they would need to build to either build or spend a lot in the AI infrastructure, meaning the compute, the storage, the data backup, building internal knowledge bases, and integrating different tools and systems, which may be costly, but if there is a business need, it literally makes sense. So those are mainly some of the biggest issue faced by organization, and yeah, so that's it. So I guess we are going to stop here. And in conclusion, we will say AI is already here. It's not coming. It's already here. And whether you know it or you don't, or wherever you work, people are thinking about how to use AI to do that work better.
Okay, maybe if we kind of overcome this problem, and when we go to AI, intelligent transformation, we're gonna face another problem. We're gonna face security, because like Mr. The previous one, Mr. Makalu said, the privacy is going to be a privacy problem because for AI to work, we really need the data, and sometimes we're getting access to the data now. Even right now, we got a company or kind of facing the same problem. I think it is Facebook or X. I don't remember well the name, but I think they're facing the same problem. They are being calling only the tribunal because of this, because they've been using the users' data kind of without their consent. So they're facing the same problem. With the data for AI it is really essential. It's kind of the field. That is from that they can make a prediction is so much more. And now the one of the biggest problem that nowadays the country and the government, the company are kind of facing right now is really about regulation, about the AI using. Because if I don't like someone ahead here, I can take this picture and kind of generate some bad video of it. That was the case with the woman, the pop star Taylor Swift. I don't know, back in maybe 2 years or something like this. The woman, someone been using this photo to generate, I don't know, some I don't know if I'm spelling right. Just those kind of bad video of it. So there's something because since everyone can use it, but they have to use in the right way. They have to use not to hurt people, but to be good for with it. So that is the biggest issue nowadays that people or maybe the company are facing right now. To regulate even the country. I don't know. Nowadays there is some law. I don't remember well. There is some law now. We can regulate the using of AI, but it's not apply on every country. But there are only maybe Musa can correct me on that. Only few countries who are kind of using the law how to use AI and the policy and everything. So that was a little thing. That's what I and thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Cisse. So we were already closing, but you bring up some point that I would like to add my idea, and if someone else wants to add something, and we will close. Okay. So I think about the data privacy issue, it's a real concern. Okay, but remember we are moving from an old world, and we are going or we are landing into a new one. Okay, and so me personally, I think in the future people are not going to worry too much about their data because it's going to just become a commodity. Okay, we will be okay for using our data, even personal data. It will not be a big deal. I think somehow there are, especially the media, the journalists and all the media company, because they are one of the losers of AI. So they are making people fear that all those AI companies are infringing, I mean, violating copyright copyright laws or like personal privacy stuff, and so they are complaining about it to try to slow it down. But I think in the future, like our data are just going to become a commodity, and we will not have any enough issue about them. So that's one thing. The other one is also since you are using like a big platform, but you are not paying, so like the data you generate mainly will be used as like the price for like using those services. And for every problem that technology brings, there will also be another technology that will solve those problems. Okay, so we already have Web3. Okay, decentralized internet or decentralized software or decentralized web app. So with those Web3 application, it's not necessarily crypto or cryptocurrency. It's Web3, meaning like there is no owner of data. So the user are the owner of the data. So there is a lot of like social media or online application that are now decentralized application. I mean Web3 application. So you can use them. Nobody is going to use your data, and even if it's going to happen, your data is anonymous anyway. So like it will just be used as something useful for example test or experimentation, but uh, in the data there is no choice that tell about your personality. The other point is also we tend to confuse technology with computer science, for example, or IT, and also AI nowadays with generative AI. So AI is not just generative AI. So there is a lot of things behind Gen AI. For the Gen AI things, I think like there is a lot of bad thing you can do with it, but there is also a lot of good. And as I said, for all the bad things, all the problem that a technology will create, a new one will also come with a solution. So even recently this year, I think Google developed a model or a tool that will allow you to watermark AI generated content. So if something is created by AI, we will be able to know that it's generated by AI. And there is a lot of people that are working on solution like this to make like content on the internet authentic, so that we know this is created by AI and this is not created by AI, which will help people to make judgment and not take things that are not real seriously. So those are all the benefit and all the possible solution that people are working on. So just to make it short, every problem that AI will create, like another technology or another AI will also solve that. For example, uh, after the release of ChatGPT, every student were using ChatGPT in their exam. Uh, Many people developed ChatGPT tracker, meaning AI tracker. So if you generate if you submit a response, there's another AI solution that is going to analyze your response to know that it's either generated by AI or not. So which is like AI tracker. Okay. So that's it. So there are going to be a lot of solutions like this. So no need to worry too much about all the catastrophe that are coming. There are people also working days and nights to bring up solution for those problems. So that's it. Anyway, this is a new technology. Explore it, think about it, don't ignore it. We are young, we are all young, so it's time for us to also learn, build, and grow. And if you can do that with technology, much like this curve is going up, your life is also going up economically and like in all sense possible. So let's be part of the wave and let ourselves be driven by the wave to the next level of a better future for all of us. Thank you so much for your time and have a great night.